the Infernal Affairs trilogy is going to
Love it.
be on Criterion Collection. That's Infernal Affairs 1, 2, and 3. This is a very special movie because it's one of the first movies that Devindra and I bonded over.
For sure.
It's a movie that Devindra Hardwar introduced to me when we were in college.
You gotta see this. Yeah.
And I watched it and it was incredible.
Yeah.
And then Martin Scorsese watched it and he said it's incredible. And he's like, I'm going to make a movie about this that wins, based off this, that wins an Oscar. And that's what happened. It happened actually in that order. Martin Scorsese heard I watched it, and then he's like,
these kids are talking about the Infernal Affairs. Gotta see what's up. What is so fascinating about Infernal Affairs is that it's a crime movie. It's a Hong Kong crime movie, which is clearly influenced by the works of Martin Scorsese, and American cinema. And then Scorsese turns back around and is like, it's a remix of the remix. And I kind of love that we got that. And The Departed was so widely praised. And I think we got what's his face? Nicholson with Scorsese too in Departed. So we got a lot of stuff from that movie. I think more important than the Criterion thing, this thing's going to be in theaters in LA and New York City in September and maybe wider eventually. And I'd love to see it on an actual big screen.
Speaking of remasters, one of the great injustices of our modern streaming age is that there has not been an easily accessible cut of Oldboy in the United States. Well, no longer. The Park Chan-wook classic Oldboy is going to be remastered, and I believe it's going to get a theatrical release by Neon. Neon has picked up the U.S. rights. Neon, in general, does a great job with their releases. Neon is a company that did not exist 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were able to get a movie to Best Picture within the time that they've been alive, which is really incredible.
Oldboy, on certain days, is my favorite movie of all time. Oldboy is such a masterpiece and a kinetic piece of cinema. I love that movie so much when I noticed that you couldn't easily stream it. You couldn't easily get a disc. There is a UK or a European 4K Blu-ray out there. And 4K Blu-rays are not region locked. So I imported that for $50 a couple months ago.
I would say, Jeff, of the two, I think you're going to like Infernal Affairs more.
Yeah.
Oldboy,
you will not forget Oldboy, though.
Very upsetting.
You will not forget it.
Definitely don't watch that one with your mom or daughter. Going to put that
my mom's coming into town this weekend.
It's a whole family affair,
Definitely put that on.
Watch that will be an infernal affair.
With the whole extended... Well, watch Oldboy.
Everybody can watch Infernal Affairs. That's fine. Yeah. Oldboy is based on a comic, so, it's right in your wheelhouse, Jeff. This is a good time for theatrical re-releases, too. You got these two movies. The original Jaws is going to be in 3D, which I hear is a really good remaster. And when we were talking about Avatar too, so it's man, old is new again.
And E.T. is in theaters right now.
Yeah,
I think we're at the age where life sends you a never-ending series of signals that you are getting older. And the 20th anniversary of a movie that Devindra and I, discovered together in college is another example of that.
Yep.
The conversations that we've had the last few weeks have shown that physical media is so important, and so. Guys, I must insist, buy these discs on physical media.
For the love of God.
For the love of God. They are classics. They're great films. You got to buy them. Check them out. That's Infernal Affairs and Blu-ray. Infernal Affairs is Criterion. Oldboy is going to be from Neon. They're all going to get physical releases. I'm sure of it. Neon does good jobs with all their physical releases. So,
and if you can't see the entire Infernal Affairs trilogy, at least see the first one. I think 2 has some good moments and 3 is kind of a mess. But hey, see the first one.
See the first Infernal Affairs is definitely a must-watch. That was a clip from the Filmcast After Dark, the Filmcast's after show. If you want to get more video clips from the Filmcast, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And if you want to get access to full episodes of the After Dark, become a patron at patreon.com/filmpodcast. Thanks so much.